On February 24, 2010, Dawn Branshaw was killed by the whale she was performing with for a show. The 8-ton creature grabbed Dawn by the shoulder and dragged her for several minutes underwater and through multiple pools in the park while the staff tried to calm the whale down. The whale, Tilikum, was involved in 2 previous incidents, both ending in fatalities, and many other incidents have happened with other captive whales. But why are these animals turning violent on the people who feed them? Our group is advocating for the release of these whales from the care of SeaWorld and into the hands of a better organization, such as a sanctuary.
To find why the whales are acting up, we have to look at how SeaWorld is providing for the whales. Killer whales are fed the same chum every day and must perform in order to receive it. They get a pool to swim laps in, one which has the same size as if a human was living in a bathtub. Matter of fact, they often place 2 or more whales from different families into the same pools. These and other factors that we don't know completely everything about have contributed to the agitation of these creatures who were never supposed to be captive in the first place. SeaWorld claims their company to be a rehabilitation center for sea creatures. The definition of a rehabilitation center as defined by Into the Wild Incorporated is the professional care of sick, injured, and orphaned wild animals with the goal of returning wildlife to their natural habitat. If SeaWorld were to claim this rehab center status, then when did they plan on releasing the whales back into the wild? The whales are malnourished from eating the same chum every day, which leads to the bend or droop in the top fin and also causes brittle teeth that makes it very painful for the whales to eat their food.
Whales are depressed due to SeaWorld separating them from their families at a very young age by putting them in different parks across the country.
Baby Shamu.
I know it was naive of me, but I thought that it was our responsibility to do as much as we could to keep their family units together, since we knew that in the wild that's what happens.
Yes, sir. That's our baby.
Kalina was the first baby Shamu.
Baby Shamu, SeaWorld's newest star.
She had become quite disruptive and challenging her mom a little bit and disrupting some shows and that kind of thing.
She's got the whole place jumping, Shamu. She's our baby whale.
It was decided by the higher-ups that she would be moved to another park when she was just 4.5 years old. And that was news to us as trainers that were working with her. To me, it had never crossed my mind that they might be moving the baby from her mom. The supervisors basically was kind of mocking me, like, oh, you're saying poor Kalina? You know, what's she going to do without her mommy? And, you know, and that, of course, just shut me up. So the night of the move, we had to deploy the nets to separate them and get Kalina, the baby, into the med pool. And Katina was generally a quiet whale. She was not an overly vocal whale. After Kalina was removed from the scene and put on the truck and taken to the airport, and Katina, her mom, was left in the pool, she stayed in the corner of the pool, like literally just shaking and screaming, screeching, crying. Like I'd never seen her do anything like that. And the other females in the pool, maybe once or twice during the night, they'd come out and check on her, and she'd screech and cry, and they would just run back. There was nothing that you could call that watching it besides grief.
those are not your whales. You know, you love them and you think, I'm the one that touches them, feeds them, keeps them alive, gives them the care that they need. They're not your whales. They own them.
Okay, so as a vet, what's your view on animals in captivity?
Personally, I've enjoyed certain entertainment I've gotten from animals in captivity, such as the zoo and circuses and aquariums, but to find out that they are captive does upset me, especially when you think about them as individuals and them as living beings.
We ask you for your help in finding these whales a new home and releasing them from captivity. Please visit support.peta.org to make a donation or to find out how you can help advocate for their salvation. Thank you.